start in the gym?
It was 1987 or 16.
16. Wow.
That's relatively young, you know. Just, but the point is, I'm from the last century. Literally speaking. All right? So, and there's so many of you guys already being my clients. It's not about to, that's right, that's wrong. No, it's about to exercise a critical thinking in what's the principle that I teach. See, a lot of you guys already being my clients. So tell me, what would be the principle? One principle that I teach.
Like concepts.
The concept is based on that principle.
Body dynamics.
Mechanics, no?
The biomechanics is a
About
part of
standing,
the concepts
that's
on one principle. Only one principle.
The natural movement of the body.
Natural movement of the body. That's the principle. The natural posture. Look how guys is standing now. Your arms is up here? No. Your arms down there? No. What is your arms? Natural.
Yeah.
Down there. Okay? How your legs doing now here? You not have your legs apart. How is your back is now here? It's not curved, it's straight. Did we born in that way? Come on. Come on.
Yes.
You got out of it, over the mother. Did you born that way? No. No, we have to develop that. That has to be built. So many of you guys that had the kids, that as a baby, you have to put the belly face down for the baby extend the back. Does that make sense? To develop already core. And then the babies start sitting. And when they start sitting, hands is down. Like this. No, they don't sit like that. they don't do this. So all that aspect is the development of natural, as I call natural posture. That natural posture is bringing us to the body mechanics. We're capable to walk, run, eat, swim, throw things. Through that. When you play jiu-jitsu, in a sport, no sport, as I did the clinic yesterday, no gear, MMA, the structure that you're going to use is the body. We have the same structure. There is no one here, the spine is not vertical, it's horizontal. There is no one here that, okay, let's take the shoulder is going to become a knee. The knee is going to become a shoulder. No one is capable to do that. Does that make sense? So, things that I taught you guys already in concepts, that goes in a shock of maybe say the normal things that people doing. Tell me one thing that came in your mind. That's now they come of the concepts. Throw one thing.
Holding your hand like this. That's
On the hand like this, like so. Let me be blind now. I mean, look over there. Tell me again. Tell me.
Like this.
I cannot see, so describe it. What that means,
Well,
this.
instead of holding the hand, you're
No,
strong,
you
you're
see-
stronger when you go in.
Describe. What's your hand position?
When you pass.
When you say this, what's your hand position? When you say
inside,
this.
my hands are inside and the hand flop.
Yeah, exactly.
Palms, yeah.
We take that for granted. Have the hand over here. The hand is split in two parts over here. Okay? It's the back of the hand
The back.
and the palm of the hand. Anytime your palm hand is external, you have less power.
Yes.
Otherwise, it would be so easy. We are capable to hold something heavy here, not as capable here, and here, and here, right? But how often, if the person starts to smash you, you put the hands out over there, right? And there is why. Because I've been taught the way? No, you cannot be in the way. You know, it's not about that. It's about to understand that you should be less instinctive. Because there's less power here. It's not wrong. You spend way more energy than here. Here's for what? Is to deflect. If something follows over you, what's the tense? You're gonna cove yourself or you're gonna do it? you're gonna do that?
You're gonna cover yourself.
You cover yourself. Right? So, that's one part. Awareness of where your palm hands. It's inner, internal, inner, below, the middle, the behind, or external. Does that make sense? That's not wrong, but you have to understand when to do that. Anytime you need more mobility, power, resistance to deal with any hold you in certain angles, your hands has to be in a position that you more natural power. Okay? What else? We said about the hands. What else? Like yesterday, what we did yesterday. Tell me one thing that we did yesterday.
It's about hips.
About the hips. Yeah, about the hips, they get the hips in. But how you can get the hips? Because the hips, we talk about that a lot in Jiu-Jitsu. Right?
Understand the center
About
of
the
the
hips,
gravity.
everything, right? Center of the gravity. And then how often we say, move your hips here, move your hips over there. Right?
Bend your toes.
But the hips doesn't move much. Forward, back, side, side. That's it. That's hips movement. The hip doesn't move as much. But the hips is carry, is transport.
Where the toes go, the hip go.
Being toes, how often you guys with full consciousness, think about your toes. With someone holds your legs, try to pass your guard. How often you think about your toes?
Honestly, never.
How do you think could you respond to my question, please? How often you think about your toes?
Not more nowadays.
Nowadays. So, if the kids understand the English, you can translate the question for them.
Yes.
In Swedish. Yeah?
Yes. I translate.
Good. Do you think about your toes? And then she's like, what?
I think the face.
She's like, what? Yeah? But look there. Try to move your hip to the left. It down. Move your toes. You don't go. You go your shoulder, but the hips there. The only way that I can go from my hips, from here to there, if I move my toes. We take that for granted. Since that we born the way. No, we didn't born the way. We had to learn to build that. So when you want to do any takedown, you have to know what is your toes. Otherwise, your body's not there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, how often to have your body be united in not apart? This is apart. There, strength go there. That's apart. That's integrated, more united. Especially when on the ground, how often we need to have the feet off the mat.
A lot.
A lot. And again, how often constantly from full decision, brain decision, full decision, you take your feet off the mat. How often that happens? Never. And they should.
Now, always, all the times.
But there is a lot of times that what? You need to move. And the feet goes on the mat, it starts to move. But a lot of times, your feet has to be off the mat, as we did yesterday here, to have your power here. Does that make sense? So, we're going to start from that aspect. In a drill that's going to be about 2 minutes to taste it, to start to recognize the body. Okay? So, put both hands on my shoulder. Exactly. Push. The hands represent what? His chest, his head, his knee. What's the intention?
Flatten you
What's
out.
it? Want to flatten.
Flatten you, yeah.
If I put my feet on the mat now, and I start moving my hips, it can flatten me all day. Because it's so powerful, it's so big, it's so strong. It's not about that. It's about now I'm instinct, divide. This is the way it goes on the mat, but it's not there, it's here. my hips is already more to the ground. As my hips goes to the ground, my shoulders here, so I'm completely twist. Your spine became a pretzel. You know pretzels? Yeah. So don't let your spine become a pretzel. You're gonna be in trouble. And then when the time is push here, if I'm gonna confront him, push, he's gonna want every single time. But if I use just a natural posture, that's like a walk. Now the shoulder shifts. It can push, and the shoulder shifts. And my top shoulder push, I can redirect this weight here. And my head is down in a big power position. Does that make sense? So, get the turning part, walk on that. There. Use that posture first. Okay? Do not move your hip away. It's about your shoulder. As you've done that, you feel the taste of that. There, do that. So you can feel the difference on your body. Do not cross your legs. Keep your legs up. If I'm on the right, that's the right side. Right leg. Left to left. Don't let the left work on the right. You don't let the right work on the left. Okay?
Just keep it still like this.
And hands.
Yes. Right. Exactly.
Yep.
So about cross. Stay on the right, left to left. That portion.
Spine straight.
It's equal. It's equal like that. You do one step as you walk. It's absolutely equal. Okay.
Just one thing more. The top shoulder a little bit in front of the bottom
The
shoulder.
top,
So
exactly.
you don't.
The bottom shoulder, the top shoulder is going to receive the weight. The bottom shoulder, we're adjusting
Like a
your angle of
boxer.
your body. Let's work on that. Both hands over there, push. Go.